Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Bitcoin warming up the charts right now. Buckle up out there, crypto maniacs. This thing may hit ATH all-time highs, maybe even this week, today. I don't even know, but it's looking extremely sexy. Welcome to the DeFly stream. We will continue to give you updates on the DeFi platforms over there on Binance that are appearing sexy. There's always a new one, and we'll keep our eye on the alts, on Bitcoin, and more. Drop a comment, a question. Let me know which side of the globe that you're booming from. Shout out to all the maniacs out there. Congratulations to everybody in the bags. Shout out to Fish. Shout out to Cryptmatic. It's a good day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day on the crypto streets. Boom. Take a look at Haji Coins. I like the tokenomics. I'll get around to it. Shout out to Captain Crypto. Shout out to Fish. Shout out to Cryptmatic and the rest of the boomers out. So we are preheating the crypto ovens to $54,000 and beyond. Let me turn off these coins and share my screen. You can check out Bitcoin against the US dollar here on Coinbase. Really warming it up this morning. 54,597. The technicals are looking extremely strong. All-time high for Bitcoin. What is it? 57? 58? I don't exactly remember. I think it's 57 or 58. Listen, I mean, this thing can hit 60K. I think it could hit 60K in the next 7 days. I may be wrong. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. I'm just throwing a wild guess out there, but it's looking strong. Now, PayPal just acquired a company named Curve, C-U-R-V, out of Israel. Now, many people confuse that for CRV on Ethereum. It caused a little spike up there, and, it was by mistake, so that dumped. But CURV is a crypto firm, a crypto custody firm, I believe, out of Israel, and they were just acquired by PayPal for about $200 million, which is bullish. And listen, the last time that PayPal did something with crypto, soon thereafter, the bits started warming up. So, I like PayPal stepping into the space, and I will expect more institutions to do the same. Shout out to Daniel. I see you out there. Good morning, boomers. Let's go ahead and check out the charts. I'm going to be giving you the updates on some of the DeFly. That's what I'm calling it from now. It's DeFly. We're flying high. But some of the DeFi platforms that we are experimenting with: Goose, Brick, Mercy. I'm going to be talking about. There's a few new ones, and then we'll talk about the stuff that's been working as well. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Drop a question. Let me know what's going on. Okay. Let's pull up CoinGecko and see what's going on. Everything warming up right now. 54,587 for Bitcoin. Ether looking good at 1833. Ether just underwent an improvement protocol, Ethereum improvement protocol, EIP, whatever number it was, but they accepted an improvement to burn tokens in the near future, which could positively impact the price. Binance burns tokens, and that has fared well. It seems like that burn and turn could be attractive for the price of a coin. So Ether, they're at 1833, and then of course you got the big dog altcoin right now is Binance. It's it's eating everybody's lunch, including Ether. It's taking food off Ether's plate. It's ate everybody's lunch, and now it's coming for Ether's throat. I'm not sure if it's going to flip it or not, but it's got plenty of room to gain on Ether here. Market cap for Ether at 210. Binance is only at 41. I mean, Binance could double up and still be less than halfway at Ether's throat. So I expect Binance to keep growing. They're at 271. All-time high for Binance is a bit over 300. Cardano is down in the past hour, although they're up in the past 24, as are many coins. Polkadot also up at $36. Ripple, they're at 47. Uniswap is performing very well. Not today, but in the past week. Uniswap just slid into the top 10. And I'm not going to say I'm surprised, but I'm excited for DEXs and what this means for automated market makers, specifically Pancake Swap on Binance. I think this is really bullish for Pancake. Uniswap, it's doing its thing. It pulled up to the top 10. It's the first mover. It has the advantage of the first mover, but I believe that Pancake has more utility. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're one against the other. It's just showing me that there's room to grow here. Litecoin there at 199. Chainlink, kind of been quiet. I mean, Chainlink has been doing great. Kind of fell a few ranks, but I think it's here to stay. BNB is mooning. I'm glad I swapped my link for BNB yesterday, says Fish. Exactly. What was I saying yesterday? I want results today, right now. Are you putting out today? Link is great. But, today Binance is better. Today Binance is better than Link. And I know a lot of people are going to feel some type of way, the Link Marines or whatnot. I like Link. I think it's great. But today Binance is putting out more than Link. Okay. And we're looking for those coins that are putting out. Okay. I don't want nudes. Okay. I want the alt to put out. Okay. I don't want Cardano or Chainlink sending me nudes. I don't care. Okay. Could you pull up? Shout out to Fish. Shout out to Todd, Daniel, the rest of the boomers. Make sure you're touching all the buttons. Let me just take a little peek at some of the other ones over here. Aave in the top 20. Theta's doing excellent. I've been trying to get on Theta. I mean, I don't know what you got to do out there, who you got to tweet, or, what you got to do. But they still haven't hollered at me. Apparently, I got to tweet. I got to do a little dance. In order to get accepted, I got to send them, I don't know what I got to do. I got to send them an application, a little letter or something, so they can pick me. I hope not. I won't be doing that. But, I like the price. I like the idea. So holler at me. Anyhow, let's see what the main gainers are in the past 24. Chili's, I don't know much about that. I've seen it. But, if anybody can chime in, I'll listen. I've seen the price going up. Decentraland, I like this token, and with NFTs on the rise and Decentraland's being a virtual reality world, I expect this one to keep going up. Pancake Swap, how about Pancake Swap booming? I'm telling you, Pancake Swap is still got room to grow, in my opinion. Let's look at the market cap here, 1.7 billion, and I'm not sure what the volume is, but I've seen Pancake Swap volume exceed that of Uniswap, which Uniswap right now has a market cap of 17 billion. Okay, so there you go. 17 billion compared to Pancake, which is what, 1.7? So you see what I'm saying? Shout out to the Crypto Warrior. Shout out to Slowbos. PayPal launch soon globally. We'll have, of course, BTC, ETH, Litecoin Private updated 15th. Litecoin heavy undervalued, picked up some around 170. Maybe. I think that obviously Litecoin is an OG, but it's hard for me to want to get back into Litecoin. But you may be onto something. What's your thoughts on Horizon? Says MRZ. I don't have thoughts on Horizon because I don't hold it, and I've only heard of it a few times, so I don't think about it. Let's go ahead and talk about Goose. Okay, I'll tell you, Goose is looking good. The Goose is loose. I just harvested right before I went online. Less than, I don't know, how long I've been online? 9 minutes. So this has been maybe 15 minutes ago, and I've already earned $6. So this thing, I'll tell you, these farms. So my strategy with the Goose, I'm farming. I'm staying safe. I'm not buying the native token. So, right now, one of my favorite assets on the Binance Smart Chain is the Cake BNB LP, because I think those are two boomers, and pair them together and you can earn some passive income with those LPs. So I'm staking some of those LPs over here on Goose Finance, and most of the gains is from that. When I harvest, I sell half of the harvest back into Binance, get back, pay myself, and then the remaining 50% of the egg I pair with Binance, and I pop it into the farm over here, which has no fee if you have egg. So this egg BNB LP, you earn about 793 APR at 24x. So, rinse and repeat. I'm also excited about the layered farming. The next layer starts in 2 days. I expect this to positively impact the price of egg. Okay. I think egg, there's something here. And if layer 2 does well, they may have cracked the code here, because they're the first to do layered farming. I think it's smart because it's meeting demand. Okay, the degens want high APR farms, so that's what they're giving them, one every week. And promising no rug pulls, which apparently is true. I'm not sure. So anyhow, that's what's going on. That's what my strategy is, to continue to take some profits. Also to pair egg and continue to farm. I think ultimately all these layers may do good, but the base of everything here is egg. Okay. Someone was mentioning BRICKCHAIN yesterday in the chat, and I finally came across it. Now, I haven't jumped into this one, but it has a cool UI. Let me click this. It has a cool UI. Here's another AMM. Let me refresh. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Another AMM. I haven't put anything into this. Current price for the BRIC token is 0.079. It's about 8 cents. You can see the total value lock. I still haven't really figured out what's different about this, other than the UI. It looks cool. I do see that the total value locked dev brick value, they have another, total dev brick value locked. They have another information tab over here. So maybe this is what's different. I don't know. I don't have any liquidity in this, but you can farm, like you go in here, and if you have you could go ahead and pair with brick, which is something I probably wouldn't do. These APRs are wild though. Or you can go safer, BTC BNB or ETH BNB. And that's about it. Those are the only two. I would hope that, maybe they add some more pairs. Maybe if they had some cake BNB pairs here, I could, give it a whirl and a swirl. Let's check out the pools here. The single assets. You could stake with the single assets, your WBNB and your BTCB, of course, your native token brick. There is no fees with the native token, and there is a deposit fee of 4% with other tokens, the same way Goose works. So the deposit fee will be used to buy back the native token, the same way it works in Goose. But listen, I don't see how this is any better than Goose. I mean, obviously the APRs are, right? But they don't have much pairs. It dropped since yesterday. It was 26. They do the double burn manual encoded, says Todd. Okay. Yeah, usually that's how it is. When these farms open up, the price is high and then it drops because people start selling it and, kind of balances out and consolidates. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I don't have any of these LPs and probably not interested in purchasing brick. But if they open up some other pairs, maybe I'll give it a whirl and a swirl. I'll keep this one on my radar. Another one that's been presented on my radar that I haven't jumped into, this one's another small little degen coin, it appears, is MERCIPETH, whatever that means. Offering token accumulation and supply scorching. Earn more Mercy by holding the token in your wallet. Yeah, it's that simple. This is another deflationary token where every transaction they burn. Okay, and what is it? At a rate of 1.6% of every transaction. So Mercy, you will be rewarded. So this is interesting. These tokens that just by holding them, you get more tokens. You don't got to stake. You don't got to harvest. And, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not sure if you guys are interested with or familiar with FEG. That was on ETH. It is on Binance as well. And that's another token that you buy it. And every time there's a transaction on the network, you get a portion of that. And you don't have to do anything. Just the token holders just get more tokens to their wallet. No harvest, no gas fees. And it appears like this one is going to be similar. They also have a tab here for NFTs. I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. They have not unlocked them. You could read a little bit more. And, we're going through a heavy NFT bubble right now with the mainstream. So, maybe this attracts more people. Now, I went to Earn Mercy. I clicked right here and went over to PancakeSwap and try to purchase. And you can see there's very, very little liquidity, which shows me that it could be an honest launch, a distribution launch of tokens, no pre-sale or whatnot. But you can't really buy much without having a major impact. So let's say you went to do like one Binance of Mercy. Let this calculate for a second. PancakeSwap is a little slow sometimes. It says insufficient liquidity, but give it a second. Shout out to Roberto. Shout out to Mike, Todd, and the rest of the boomers. Last time I checked, trying to purchase a 1 BNB of Mercy would have like a price impact of like 1% or more, which, it's not that wild. Yeah, well, look, now it's even more. A price impact, 1.9% just with 1 BNB. So, like, let's say if you jumped in with 10 BNB, you'd have a price impact of over 15%. So there's not much liquidity with this little fry. But, I don't know. It's maybe... maybe, I don't know. I've seen this one in the chats and some people on YouTube. So let me know if anybody's heard about this. Again, this is MERCIPETH or what is it? MERCIPETH. Okay. Anyone check Immutable Gods Unchained? I've heard of that, but no, I'm not necessarily into the games. You know, I've tried a few games and I've never been successful with them. Divi says, Mike, check it out. Which one's that? I think I've heard of that one. It sounds familiar. This one's up 20%. Divi Project. It's a master node. That's interesting. I've never heard of this one. It looks like a cool chart. Nice chart, I'll tell you that. What's the circulating supply? Very high. I don't like that. What's the market cap? Okay. Mobile staking, masternode, one click. Is this its own blockchain, or what's going on? Let me click on this. Divi Wallet, one app for all your financial needs. Listen, the crypto wallet coin sector, there's something there. I mean, everything from Trust Wallet, SafePal, Crypto.com, Celsius. I mean, you know, there's a lot of I think there's a market for this. I'm not necessarily the mobile guy, you know, with the little apps and stuff, but I do recognize that some people want to crypt walk like that. Focus on the user. Yeah. I think that there's a lane here, whether it be Divi, Crypto.com, Celsius, Trust Wallet, SafePal. There's a lot of little wallets that are popping up. And there are, your fiat on-ramps. I like this one. I'll keep it in mind. I'm not necessarily, going to FOMO into it, but, it's cool. Keep on our radar. I do like this section of crypto, though. The crypto wallets and whatnot. Anyway, just throwing it out there. They release in 1 to 2 months. Okay, 1 to 2 months in the crypto space is like 2 years. So, we'll keep an eye on them. I won't FOMO in, but I like the idea. It's a cool idea. Let's check out BTC again, looking strong, 54,454. What is the all-time high for Bitcoin? Is it 57 or 58? Check out CoinGecko here. All-time high BTC, 58,640, just 16 days ago. Okay. Slow Boast is saying CRO, Crypto.com, undervalued. They launch 20% APY at the end of the month on their DeFi wallet. Yeah, listen, that's one I've had on my radar for a while. I was going to get a node a long time ago, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it. Back when it was like 3 cents or something. There it is, ranked number 23. And listen, they have, their domain name is just so valuable. Crypto.com. I mean, what else could you ask for, other than Bitcoin, I guess. They got a strong domain name, and again, I guess their app is all right. I don't use these apps, I'll be honest with you, but I see that there's a lane. I see people using Celsius, Crypto.com, SafePal, Trust Wallet, and there's a few other ones. So, I mean, like, this could be you could create a little portfolio, kind of like it's your own little ETF there for just these types of coins, these wallet coins. I like them. But yeah, guys, that's the update. I got my eyes on, obviously, BTC against USD. We are risk on. It seems like the probability of us hitting all-time highs this week is favorable. I'm not saying it will happen, but I won't be surprised if it does. Now, you always got to be prepared for anything. We could always just drop back to 50 and below. But hey, I don't think so. Any reason for BNB rise today? No, I think that it's, everything's rising right now. So we're back on risk on, and people will jump into the altcoins that they believe in. I think, I still think BNB is super bullish. I mean, I was looking at the MetaMask. I'm over 1,000 transactions in. I'm using this thing so much, and I would imagine so many other people are. I don't see any other blockchain right now that's being used like BNB. Okay, there's a lot of other ones. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it's being used, and there are projects and things are going, it's going down. So I would only expect for BNB's market cap to grow. You getting in the Belt IFO? You know it. I'll be up earlier. Last time I slipped, I was a little late to the party there with Yield Watch. I set my alarm about 15 minutes early. I pulled up. It had already sold out. I guess it started a little earlier than expected. Excuse me. You guys may want to look at the block counter instead of the timer, okay? Because it actually goes by block, not by time. Yeah, but so far, you know, the Goose is loose, guys. I'm liking Goose. I'm liking Goose. Let's check them out here on CoinGecko. They're listed, right? And they're down. I would expect this thing to go up in 2 days when they do their next layer. It's pretty obvious that it'll be up because the layers buy back eggs. So the fact that the layer's opening up, people start farming, that very action will generate buys. Sully says, can't beat the fees. ETH wants like 80 just to send some ETH to another wallet. Insane. Exactly. So it is what it is. Now, I'm not saying that it's the death of ETH. I think that ETH is a country club for only major big transactions, some very big transactions. In the future, it could be used by only like for real estate or municipal, for big deals only. It's like, yo, we're going to do it on ETH. You got to make sure it's final because the fees are, too damn high. So I don't think that ETH is going to die. I think it's just going to find its niche for maybe those large transactions. But, for micro transaction, micro compounding, you can't do that on ETH. You can't harvest every minute or two and reinvest. It's too costly. But you can on Binance. So think about that. Like, the very fact that you can harvest $1 or $2 and reinvest it immediately, over some time, that there's a benefit there. Yes, sir. I'll be up early. I was able to get 4.8 worth of yield last time, but it still paid off. Congratulations. I'm glad that you pulled up there. That's great. Hopefully I'll be able to get in there early as well. So that IFO, guys, that we're speaking about is over here, belt.fi. It's in about 17 hours. So you might want to, set your timers a little earlier. Maybe set your timers for 16 hours instead, something like that. And keep an eye on it. This requires Cake and BNB LP tokens, which in my opinion is one of the most valuable assets in crypto right now, honestly. So, I'll be, I'm going to throw a bag at this because if it sells out, which I would expect it to, you get your proportion that you overpaid returned to you. The GG token price has been holding pretty strong the last 24 hours, says Daniel. People want the layer 1 coin to farm. Hold on, I'm losing my position here. Farm layer 2. Would you consider farming GG1 and putting into the house layer? I don't know. I have a little bit there on GG1, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having trouble understanding the strategy of GG1 other than, a one-day strategy. I see the longer game with egg. I mean, I can see how, the first day it may work, but, think about what's going to happen when layer 4, layer 5 comes out. Where's that going to leave layer 1? You know what I mean? Or layer 2 for that matter. But I'll keep an eye on it. I still feel I'm trying to learn it and figure it out. And as everybody else, this is a new mechanism, a new tokenomic, a new kind of game here. And let's see how it all plays out. It seems like ETH team is currently panicking with all the apparently rushed upgrades, says Fish. Maybe, Sharding and ETH 2.0 will do well. Meanwhile, the cheap alternatives will make bank as long as ETH is the transfer period. I mean, most dApps and dope things still run on ETH. Yeah, look, to me, I'm not banking on the death of ETH or anything like that. They need to upgrade, but whatever. We've moved on. So it's like, I don't care what happens, honestly. I really don't care what happens with ETH at this moment. I wish him well. And I would expect that if they could upgrade and do something good, that ultimately that'll trickle down to the sister change because they could copy it. So Either way, I see Ether alternatives doing well, whether ETH does well or not. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and end the stream. I'll keep it about 30 minutes today. Shout out to Slobos, Fish, Daniel, Poison, Sully, and the rest of the boomers out there. I gave you guys an update. Goose is paying pretty well. I'm excited about that layered farming. I haven't completely figured out what my strategy is going to be, so I'm going to focus more on the native token. I'll get in. I'll test a couple things out. I'll keep you updated. I got my eyes on BRICKCHAIN. Interesting UI. Although I haven't jumped into it. And then this one came up on our radar, a little baby small fry with little liquidity, MERCIPETH. And then someone just mentioned Divi in our chat here that I was going to look at. It looks like a cool idea. But the one, that I got value in right now is Goose, amongst others. But Goose is the one that I'm excited about. Shout out to Andreas Kaboom. Let's check out DeFi Station before I go. You got it. Let's see how it's doing. Last time I checked, Goose was doing well here on this ranking. Yeah, Goose right now has 349 million locked, and they're pulling up on Auto Farm. I'll be honest, I like Auto Farm. I think it did well, and we were in from almost the beginning, I guess. But I don't have any value locked over there right now. And the same thing goes with A Cryptos. For a while, it was Auto Farm. Then A Cryptos was doing a little better. Now Goose is doing better. So, it's the crypto space. Things can change pretty quickly. But I'm glad that they're all sticking around. Auto, Goose, Cryptos, they're around. Even Beefy's back up a little bit. Pancake Bunny's fallen its ranking a little bit. But hey, I'm seeing a lot of green today. With the exception of B Dollar Protocol. Okay, everything else is green. Wow, a lot of greenery. All right, guys. It seems like Goose is making you big gains currently. I wouldn't say, big gains, but I'm saying they're pretty nice. I wouldn't expect to like 5x or 10x on Goose, but the farms are paying pretty well and they're steady. So again, that's my strategy. As I'm farming the egg token, I'll sell half of it so I can get Binance back. And then I'll use some of that egg to pair up and farm some more. Because, there's no fees with egg and the APYs are higher. Big shout out to Champagne for providing us with great content throughout all these years. Thanks, Champagne. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate that. Thank you for the shout out. That means a lot that you recognize that. We've been here for years, literally. More than 1, 2, or 3. I mean, we've been here since at least 2017. So, that's over 4 years now, or about 4 years. So shout out to Andreas, Fish, and all the boomers out here. We've been through ups and downs. We've stepped on landmines. We've lost a few limbs, but we've also gained stripes and medals, and we've conquered more crypto lands. So, we're stronger today than we were yesterday or even last year. 2017 says, yeah, there you go. Shout out to you. Where are you farming them eggs, says SCIF. Over there on the Goose. Let me show you. Goose Finance, you go over here, GOOSEDEFI.com. And they got some nice APYs. Their number, I just showed you, DeFi Station, they're number 4. They got 2 audits, one by Hackin, one by Certic. So, it's been doing pretty well. I'll be honest, when this one first came out, it was one among many Pancake Swap knockoffs, but they kind of did something different. They added that deposit fee, and now they're also adding layered farming, this is a new thing that no one's done yet. So there you go. Keep an eye on this one. The egg right now is about $86. When they introduced the first layer this weekend, the price of egg went up to, I think, 150, 160. So I would expect another pump when layer 2 opens up in 2 days and 2 hours. Okay, so that's my strategy for now. And look, I mean, I'm up at $11. We were basically at, $1 at the beginning of the stream. So it's like, what is it? About 11, 12 bucks every 20, 30 minutes? I don't know. This thing keeps spinning out. What can I say? Again, I got some value locked here, but what I like is that you could lock up some okay tokens, your Cake BNBLPs, your WBNB, boom, boom, boom. Thanks for the goose tip. We strike where the iron's hot. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it a whirl and a swirl. It's okay. I don't think this one is like the major gainer. Like, oh, I got into Goose and I tripled and quadrupled up, but it's paying steady. And I'll keep an eye out for like the new projects, like the pre-sales. The IFOs that we've got into. Some of them have 5, 10, 20x and more. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then this came across my desk. BRICKCHAIN. I'm not in it. I'll be honest with you. But look, the price went up a little bit since we started the broadcast. I like the UI, but this seems just like another knockoff. And then MERCIPETH, if you know anything about FEG and deflationary tokens, this one, by just holding it, every transaction with that token, it'll end up paying you more tokens. So every transaction that occurs on the network by other people, you also get a portion of that 1.6. So, this is interesting. This is very, very small. There's like zero liquidity on this one. I tried to throw a Binance at it, and it was like 2% price impact. Did you have a look at strains? No, I haven't. Let me see that real quick. Strains. Nah, it's not up here. So people shilling it on Discord. Yeah, it must be new. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard of it either. The one that, the latest one being shilled out there, a little baby project, MERCIPETH. This is the one that came across, and BRICKCHAIN. I'll be honest, guys, I haven't done any, I haven't jumped into either of these two, but they're on my desk, I'm just sharing. Yeah, people be shilling a project every day. There's a new one, and that's why I'm not so mad that I missed the BSC pad train. But they're doing all right. Like, they're dumping 587. I'll tell you what. If BSC pads IFO does well, this token is going to go up. So, buying the dip is attractive. It looks attractive. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Shout out to all the boomers out there. Wolfie, SCIF, Daniel, Andreas, and the rest of the boomers. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Drop a comment, question, and more. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for